it's Mary and Tori, and we're here to talk with you about your pets and our pets.
First up, we have Bella. She is a retriever mix, and she is 2 years old. This is Macie. She is a 6-year-old Jack Russell and Dachshund mix.
Bella.
And this is Bennett. He's a 7-year-old male pug.
Hey guys, so one fun thing we thought you could do during these times is to teach your dog some tricks. So we're going to use Bella here, and just know she is already trained. So with your pets, you might have to have more patience. One thing I will say is have dog treats or some dog food or something else you know that motivates them. It's definitely a good reward and it'll help them learn. So Bella, come. Good girl. All right, so we're going to start with the sit. So how to get them to sit is you're going to say the word sit, but you're also going to take your treat and you're going to pull it above their head. See how she went into a sitting motion? Once they get into that sitting motion, you're going to reward and tell them good job. Another thing is if your dog after a while isn't getting it, you can give them a gentle nudge on the butt and help them sit. That'll help reinforce what you're trying to do, but make sure you constantly reward them with the treats. Another trick that Bella here has learned is to give paw. And typically we do this whenever she comes in from outside. So when we were teaching her, what we would do was get her in the sit position, and then we would take her paw and say the word paw. Eventually she learned, okay, they want me to give them my paw and I will get her treat. So watch, Bella, paw. Good girl. Again, reinforce with the positive words and the treats. Another trick that Bella here has learned, as she's showing you already, is to lay down. So, obviously, since she's already laying down, we're going to have to get her to stand up. Good. Get her in the sit position, and then you're going to tap the ground and say, lay down. Like I said, Bella is already trained, but another way that you can teach your dog to lay down is to gently grab their front paws. Bella, sit, sit, sit. Thank you. And just kind of help them to lay down. While you do that, make sure you're saying the words lay down. Again, reinforce with a treat and a nice pat on the head. Another thing Bella's really good at, since she is a retriever, is to play ball. So I'm just going to show you how she does a general fetch. Ready? Bring it back. All right, so when you play fetch, when they come back, not all dogs want to drop and release their toy. Bella, come. So, we're going to tell her to sit. Good. And if the ball is still in her mouth, you're going to tell her to drop. Eventually, she'll drop the ball, and then that's when you're going to reward the treat. Then, one thing Bella does is when we go to reach for it, she tries to grab for the ball. So we tell her, stay, leave it. See how she didn't go after it? Again, reward, pat on the head, good job. And then also another reward is to throw the ball again. Girl. Drop, leave it, sit, sit. Good girl. Drop. Good girl. Sit, sit, leave it. Good girl.
Okay guys, the other thing that we were going to do today is some general maintenance with your pet. So I have Bennett here, and Bennett, as you can tell, is a pug. And one of the things that pugs are known for is loving to eat. So Bennett definitely loves food, loves his treats even more than his food. So when we're all stuck at home right now, one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you're just doing things in moderation, not overdoing it. So I'm going to give Ben a treat because I'm going to do some general pet care for him. And he, like I said, loves his treats. With pugs, they are generally known to have runny eyes, and because they have a snubbed face, they typically can get dirt and bacteria in the corners and crevices of their face. So we have here pet wipes that are safe for the body, the paws, and for the face. So Benny here is going to come on over and Can you sit? He's going to sit, and while he's sitting, I'm going to use my wipe, and I'm going to gently wipe around his eyes, over his nose. I'll try and turn him so you can see him. And of course he's not completely. Into the little crevices around his nose and his eyes, up under his chin, and the bottom part of his mouth. All are places where pugs tend to collect dirt and bacteria. These wipes are also safe on the ears. So Bennett is a floppy-eared pug, so a lot of times wax, dirt, and bacteria can build in the ears. So if you have a pet-friendly wipe, or if you just have a damp cloth that's soft, you can use it to gently clean the inside of the ears. Making sure that you're just getting the surface area. You don't want to push down into the ear because you don't want to hurt your pet. Now that Bennett's ears are clean, we're going to give him a little brush. So with a lot of animals, they're a little unsure about things that we bring into their environment that they don't deal with on a daily basis. So if you are brushing your dog, make sure that you show the brush to them. Bennett's more interested in the treat I have. Make sure you show the brush to them, and then that way they're comfortable with what you might be starting to do. So with this brush, it has both a pointed side, which is for dogs that have a longer coat, and then a more of a bristle side, which is softer. The softer side, because Bennett has a short coat, is what would be appropriate for him. And with your pet, when you're brushing them, you would want to start in the back and brush along with their fur. So instead of going against the opposite direction of how their fur flows, you're going to want to go in the direction that their fur is growing and naturally laying. And Bennett here likes to be brushed. So we're going to cover his back, the back part of his legs, the tips of his paws, and of course his curly-Q little tail. And then more gently we will do around the ears, the top of the head, and the face. Again, you want to be really careful around their face because you don't want anything to poke their eyes, their nose, their ears, or their mouth. And since Bennett got that treat, he's very cooperative. Guys, I know a lot of you are concerned about the coronavirus and how it may impact your furry family friend. So there's some things that you can do to protect both your pet as well as yourself and your home.
So one thing people are starting to do on the internet, and I'm sure you've seen it, is once their dog goes into an environment that is making their owners nervous, they think it's okay to put hand sanitizer on their dog's paws. However, dogs' paws are very, very sensitive, so you don't want to do that. It's causing dogs' paws to have really bad reactions, and it's really hurting them. So those pet wipes that Mary talked about earlier with Bennett, that is something that you can use on a dog's paw. Also, you can use baby wipes or just a wet paper towel. So when you're cleaning the dog's paw, you're going to want to, hold on one second, let me see if Macie will cooperate here. So you're going to want to get the entire paw, but you're also going to want to get in between all the cracks and crevices. So once you've cleaned their paws, another thing you can do is you can take that wipe and you can get their entire body. As you can tell, Macie absolutely loves to be outside in the sunshine, but that makes it easy on me to clean all of the spots on Macie that I think have maybe picked up some kind of disease that could come into my home.
The other thing that you can do is to make sure that you have plenty of fresh water available to your pet. We want to make sure that our pets have water available all the time anyway, but during this time, we want to make sure that they stay very well hydrated. If you're concerned that your pet is showing symptoms or signs that concern you, you want to reach out to your veterinarian for their opinion. Many veterinarians right now are doing telehealth appointments or drive-through appointments to make it convenient for you and your family. So if you're unsure, just make sure that you let your family members know and they'll help you with this process. So from Tori and I, we want to thank you for your time and allowing us to bring our furry loved ones in and have them to come in and take a little bit of time and show you what they're able to do.
Bye, guys.